When it comes to publicizing its upcoming series, Marvel Studios sees no limits. This time, ads were seen for She-Hulk, Defender of Leia from Disney Plus on the online dating platform Tinder. Yes, it's real. Recently, she updated her Tinder profile in the first clip from the new episode. In this video, I bring you the gist in detail. Make sure you stick with me till the end. Without further delay, let's get into it. How She-Hulk became a star on Tinder. Throughout the promotional trailer, Marvel Studios postponed the series She-Hulk the Lawyer, which debuted on August 18th on Disney Plus as a comedy in which a superpowered lawyer specializes in cases related to superhumans. There is more. Jennifer Walters is in her 30s and looking to find a romantic partner who can make her feel happier in life. To find a soulmate, she uses Tinder, a popular dating app, and after the brief comical moments in the trailer, Marvel Studios decided to go further. Over the last few days, several real-life reports have emerged showing that the Tinder app presented the notification that Tatiana Maslany's She-Hulk is a possible match for the user. However, when entering her profile, the profile of the Green Woman clearly indicates that it was an advertisement for the series. As if seeing a Green Woman wasn't enough of an indication of this, Marvel Studios and those responsible for Tinder have assured that the available information clarifies this. It's a small joke, but matches the tone of the comedy series that Marvel Studios has brought to you. In the newly released episode, Jennifer Walters had decided to get back on the internet dating scene with some unwelcome help from Nikki. Stay with me as I present you the gist in full. Just a few hours from now, the 4th episode of She-Hulk Attorney at Law will be available on Disney Plus. Marvel Studios has released an extended clip to give people a better idea of what to expect. In this clip, Nikki offers to help Jennifer Walters update her Tinder profile. In this episode, Jennifer Walters gets back into online dating. You may have seen some of her dates in the trailers. Nikki doesn't like that Jen is using her business headshot in her photo, so she tries to get her to use a picture of She-Hulk instead. In She-Hulk Attorney at Law, the main character, Jennifer Walters, is a single lawyer who is also 6'7" and a Green Hulk with superpowers, which makes her life somewhat complicated. The 9-episode series welcome a host of MCU vets, including Mark Ruffalo as Smart Hulk, Tim Roth as Emil Blonsky, The Abomination, and Benedict Wong as Wong. The cast also includes Ginger Gonzaga, Josh Segarra, Jamil, John Bass, and Renee Elise Goldsberry. Executive producers are Kevin Feige, Luis Despacito, Victoria Alonso, Brad Winderbaum, Kat Coiro, and Jessica Gao. Executive producers are Wendy Jacobson and Jennifer Booth. What do you think of She-Hulk Attorney at Law's first 3 episodes? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. In other news, Cobra Kai tops Amazon Prime Video series as the best streaming show. The premiere of the 5th season of Cobra Kai on the Netflix streaming platform has exceeded the expectations of all critics, after surpassing one of the most popular programs of another streaming giant, Amazon Prime Video. The Cobra Kai series is a nostalgia trip for all fans of the Karate Kid franchise, so it's not uncommon for familiar faces to appear from time to time. Something that only adds to the popularity of the show, in Season 5, one of those familiar faces was Jessica Andrews, played by Robin Lively, last seen in the 3rd Karate Kid movie. The return of several of the cast members of the films caused the audience on the Netflix platform to increase substantially, to the point that it surpassed one of the emblems on Amazon Prime Video. According to the Nielsen American Information Data and Audience Marketing Measurement Company for Programs and Movies indexes, from September 5th to 11th, the 5th season of Cobra Kai attracted 1.74 billion minutes of total viewing time in 50 episodes, while Amazon Prime Video flagship The Lord of the Rings of Power garnered just over 1.2 billion minutes, over the 1.25 billion minutes in the first week. The problem was the way that Nielsen calculates these numbers is that they only apply to television viewing, while the views through mobile devices do not include the data corresponding to mobile phones and computers. Additionally, the rating only applies to viewers in the United States, not those in other countries, and currently only includes Apple TV+, Disney+, HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon Prime Video streamers. According to Nielsen, the first 3 episodes of The Rings of Power had a fairly balanced audience at the time, with 91% of the total time, approximately 493 million minutes, allocated to the 3rd episode, released on September 9th, and the rest to the previous 2. Cobra Kai follows the original Karate Kid characters Daniel LaRusso and his rival Johnny Lawrence as they raise their children and learn the art of karate at the revived Cobra Kai dojo. The current season of it only gains fans in terms of viewing episodes, but it also has a 100% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a 92% rating. As for The Rings of Power, which has 85% critics and 38% viewers, if it is not the series that should be considered independent. The prequel to the Lord of the Rings movies should reach only in the audience figures, but also in the feeling of it. Next up, let's talk about the new Spider-Man character revealed in Madam Web's action scene photos. A mysterious new Spider-Man character is revealed for Sony's Madam Web, thanks to stunt photos with Dakota Johnson. Sony's Spider-Man universe began with Venom in 2018, which made over $800 million worldwide and gave Sony the confidence to make more Marvel movies. Madam Web is one of the several upcoming projects using Spider-Man villains Johnson characters that the studio has access to. Dakota Johnson stars in Madam Web, but it's not confirmed which version she will play from the comics. Other cast members include Sydney Sweeney, Emma Roberts, Adam Scott, and Isabella Merced. Production on Madam Web has been underway for the past few months, and while filming has resulted in several behind-the-scenes footages from the film coming online, the footage showed characters of Dakota Johnson and Adam Scott working as paramedics, while there were also glimpses of Emma Roberts' pregnant character. Some other Madam Web photos from the set have direct connections to Spider-Man, such as references to the Daily Bugle. Sony has yet to confirm which Madam Web universe takes place, as speculation suggests it could be a prequel to the Sam Raimi Spider-Man films. There are now some potential photos of Madam Web spoiler floating around online courtesy of Just Jared. The photos show Johnson's stunt double O'Connor and Tahir Rahim in an action scene while Madam Web appears to be injured. O'Connor's character is shown fighting Rahim's character, who is wearing a superhero costume. The black suit with red lining looks like a new version of Spider-Man's suit, but it's not confirmed who the new mystery character from the comics is. Who is the Spider-Man character in the Madam Web set photos? These new Madam Web set photos from the set create a big question as to who this mysterious Spider-Man character is in Sony's Spider-Man universe. Speculation will certainly focus heavily on identifying who Rahim could be playing. A popular guess right now is Kane Parker, a clone of Peter Parker. The costume isn't an exact match for Kane Parker, but Madam Web could have some changes to the costume and her comic book to fit it into the movies. There is also speculation Madam Web's Spider-Man character is Ezekiel Sims, who has similar powers to Spider-Man. His turn to don the spider costume resulted in a very different look from what these photos present. Given how secretive the Madam Web production is and the sheer number of Spider-Man-like characters in the comics, there are a lot of potential answers to who this Spider-Man character is. Sony may even combine multiple characters into one of the purposes of Madam Web's multiverse story. It probably won't be clear who this Spider-Man character is in Madam Web until the film approaches its release. Either way, it looks like he will be an antagonist in the movie. Wrapping it up, how much do you know about the Joker being the most beloved villain? When given a solid motivation and actors with flakes, the story can interest us more than the protagonists themselves. An interesting survey carried out through Google Trends showed the names of the most searched antagonists on the web in the last 5 years in America. It should come as no surprise to know that the most popular villain comes from Gotham City's Batman's hometown, where Joker causes chaos and destruction. The late Heath Ledger certainly brought this captivating character back to everyone's attention with his masterful portrayal of 2008's The Dark Knight, even winning a posthumous Oscar award for the role of the criminal clown. The interrogation scene was unforgettable. Previous interpretations of the Cesar Romero, Jack Nicholson, Jared Leto, and the most recent of all, Joaquin Phoenix, also victorious at the Oscars in 2020 for his Joker in the 2019 film of the same name. And that concludes today's video, my friends. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.